Not only do we spend too much, but we get too little in return. We spend more money on education than any state in the nation, and we're number 34 in terms of results. We spend more money on Medicaid than any state in the nation, and we're number 21 in results. We spend about $1.6 billion per year in economic development, and we're number 50 in terms of results. We're spending more, and government is growing more. We now have over 600 executive branch agencies, and it's not just state government. The proliferation of local government and special districts all across the state, now over 10,500, driving that property tax rate up all across the state. And the large government we have is all too often responsive to the special interests over the people of the state of New York. The proof is in the pudding, and New Yorkers are voting with their feet. 2 million New Yorkers have left the state over the past decade. What does this say? It says we need radical reform, we need a new approach, we need a new perspective, and we need it now. We must use this moment to transform our government. We currently have a government of dysfunction, gridlock, and corruption. We have to transform it to a government of performance, integrity, and pride. It is time that we speak to these issues and actually get results for the people of the state and stop offering rhetorical solutions. And I am going to present the budget in several weeks. But this year's budget discussion is not just about a budget exercise. That's what those numbers are saying. This is a fundamental realignment for this state. You can't make up these kinds of savings over this long a period of time through a budget cutting or trimming exercise. We're going to have to reinvent government. We're going to have to reorganize the agencies. We're going to have to redesign our approach because the old way wasn't working anyway. Let's be honest. We need literally a transformation plan for a new New York. And we have 4 principles that will guide our new government. Number 1, we want a government that pays for performance. No more blank checks. Number 2, we want a government that actually gets results in real time. Number 3, we want a government that puts the people first and not the special interests first. And number 4, we want a government that is an icon for integrity, where New Yorkers can be proud of their government once again. We're going to start by transforming New York's economy, because what made New York the Empire State was not a large government complex. It was a vibrant private sector that was creating great jobs in the state of New York. That's what made us the Empire State once, and that's what's going to make us the Empire State again. When you look at the beautiful state seal, at the heart of the seal, in the middle of the shield, are 2 ships on the Hudson River. Those 2 ships were put there when the seal was designed to symbolize intracoastal and international commerce, that at the heart of this state is business. And we have to relearn the lesson our founders knew, and we have to put up a sign that says New York is open for business. We get it, and this is going to be a business-friendly state. We're going to establish economic regional councils, 10 economic regional councils all across the state. They're going to be chaired by Lieutenant Governor Bob Duffy. These will be public-private sector partnerships the focus of which is to create jobs, jobs, jobs in those regions. It starts with the premise that there is no top-down template to create jobs. You have different regions in this state with different assets and different abilities, and these plans are going to have to come from the bottom up, and let's empower the local communities to plan their future and help themselves. Higher education will be the key economic driver. We look to partner with our great SUNY system, especially across upstate New York, in making this a reality. They will provide both intergovernmental and intragovernmental coordination and be one-stop shops. The state government, county government, local government will all be on one board, and all the state agencies will be on that one board. If you need to get something done in that region, it's a one-stop shop, and the government will actually cooperate with each other rather than conflict with each other. These councils will have two main functions. First, they will coordinate all the existing economic development money that goes into that region, primarily through ESDC. But second, they will be able to come up with job development plans and then compete against the other councils to compete for up to $200 million in funding. Competition works. Let them come up with their best plans, compete against the other regions, and we will fund the most creative plans. Next, we are going to have to confront the tax situation in our state. The property taxes in New York are killing New Yorkers. 13 of the 16 highest tax counties are in New York when assessed by home value. In absolute dollars, Westchester County, the highest property taxes in the United States of America. Nassau County, the second highest property taxes in the United States of America. It has to end. It has to end this year. We have to hold the line on taxes for now and reduce taxes in the future. New York has no future as the tax capital of the nation. Our young people will not stay. Our businesses will not come. This has to change. Put it simply, the people of this state simply cannot afford to pay any more taxes, period. I now would like to introduce you to Ms. Geraldine Sullivan. Ms. Geraldine Sullivan is a resident of Monroe County. She is 81 years young. She's been retired after 28 years at Bausch & Lomb. Geraldine lives alone on Social Security and owns her own home. Her home value, property value, has gone down, and her taxes have gone up. Geraldine could no longer afford to make ends meet. What did Geraldine do? So at 81 years old, she went back to work as a lunch monitor at the local high school just to be able to stay in her home and just to be able to stay in the state of New York. Geraldine, we understand your problems. Help is on the way. We will pass a property tax cap, Geraldine, once and for all. And Geraldine, we applaud your spirit and your strength, your tenacity. Let's give Geraldine a big New York round of applause. We must transform our state government. The last time the state government was reorganized was 1927 under Governor Al Smith. 1938, a reform was passed.